Well, there's been more news from the world of women's golf. The LPGA Tour made some big news earlier today, announcing its new pace of play policy, which introduces stricter penalties for players who fail to hit their shots within the allotted amount of time. One of the changes includes a new one-stroke penalty for golfers who are more than 6 seconds over time, a two-stroke penalty for 16 seconds or more. The new policy will go into effect on the LPGA Tour next month at the Ford Championship. It was announced to members at the first player meeting of 2025 last week, which was the Founders Cup, and Nelly Korda told Golfweek's Beth Ann Nichols this. You're reading it on our screen. She said, finally. I think that's one of the things that I've just noticed over my time on tour is that we used to go from 5 hours, under 5 hours, to now, you know, it's just 5.5 typically. So I think that implementing harsher rules is going to be good for the game of golf. They were saying at the meeting, at the end of the day, we're a form of entertainment. If we're taking really long out there, I mean, that's just not entertaining. And I think we would all agree with her. Johnson, I'm going to start off with this. What is the right amount of time to play golf in at a professional level?
In threesomes, it should be 4.5 hours or under, and in twosomes, it should be under 4 hours, 3 hours, 45 minutes. I mean, the argument has been at Amex and at both the Farmers Insurance Open, it was taking too long. I think at Amex, it was 5 hours and 40 minutes, missed the TV window by 30 whole minutes. And then Farmers obviously went long as well. I think it was 5.5 for the final group to play. And it's frustrating. We have policies in place on the PGA Tour. They're just not getting enforced. I love the PGA Tour rule staff, and I give them the benefit of the doubt. But when you, Amex final round, when you have threesomes, I think it was 71 guys made the cut, and it takes 5 hours and 40 minutes, you have to start enforcing these rules. And kudos to the LPGA Tour. I mean, there's not even a commissioner right now on the LPGA Tour, and they are making stuff happen. Give them strokes. Guys have been calling for it for years. There's no way to fix it unless you penalize them, because the fines, I mean, you're playing for $20 million this week. You're going to be hurt about a $10,000 fine for a bad time? No. Give them strokes and start doing it soon.
Yeah, they're earning too much money for fines to mean anything. The LPGA Tour are being a leader in this, and I admire that. Much to a point, they have an interim commissioner right now, and they're still making massive moves. Should this, do you think, set a precedent for the PGA Tour to implement something similar? Well,
and I don't think it's like a weird timing. I think they did it specifically this week, knowing the issues that were had at Torrey Pines for the Farmers 3 weeks ago. And now, granted, it's a 7,800-yard golf course. The wind was blowing, the conditions were tough, but still, it should be played in under 5 hours. And yes, hopefully they will set a new standard, and it'll get the men's game doing something, taking a step in the right direction.
Why haven't the PGA Tour been implementing their policy?
I don't think rules officials want to be bad guys. I don't. It's tough.
But you'd be a good guy. I think this has got to the stage that you would be a good guy for assessing a slow pay penalty.
So when you're timing somebody, it's very personal. When do you start the clock? And so to sit there and to start penalizing people 2 strokes, it's going on somebody. It's going to go on that rules official. But at the same time, they are officials. In the NFL, referees give out, flags. So it's time that they have to start doing it. And it's on the rules officials, the pace of play, everything. It's on them.
Doesn't the clock start as soon as your playing partner has hit their ball?
It depends on situations. But
you wouldn't be a good rules official.
No, but so if we're playing together and I outdrive you by 30 yards, but I'm right in front of you, I'm obviously standing off to the side. You hit, I have to get time to walk in there. And I don't know why I'm outdriving you, but
we haven't played golf together.
No, we haven't.
We have to figure that out.